Sean McCartney then says, how do you feel about us going for Mike Evans?
I'm not against it. I would have to see what the market is, though, in terms of his dollars. Because, yeah, he's one of them dudes I think is going to be costing. Yeah. But when you're talking about a proven commodity, now I don't see you having him here and keeping Deontay. I think that would just mean Deontay is gone. But you just potentially, granted, you upgrade in the sense of you're getting a proven commodity, an all-pro, a guy that can, be a combat catch guy, a down-the-field guy. But I do think that you muddy it up a little bit for Kenny because Pickens and Evans are going to be very similar in terms of play style, in terms of body type. Whereas Deontay is our quick win, beat every man-to-man, slant, bubble screen, down pass guy. So we would essentially be losing that and putting all that responsibility on a Calvin Austin potentially because he's the only other guy right now that fits that mold. Anthony Miller, we can make a case for, but both of those dudes are coming off of injuries where they didn't play at all throughout the season. So I just think it's a lot bigger of a risk because you're not going to draft a receiver in the first round either if you're bringing in a Mike Evans. So, yeah. I mean, but it's proven. It would be proven.
1,000-yard seasons.
You would be super big outside. Like, we would just be big bullies on offense. If you got Pickens and Evans, yeah.
I wouldn't like it.
It would be super big.
I think it'd be a foolish move.
And then you got fire move. Like, it's real heavy. Like, I think we would need. But then again, nah. They still too similar. Because I'm like, could Pickens do some of that type of stuff? Yes, but he's moonlighting in that vein. Whereas Deontay, that is what he does. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I feel like if you bring in Evans, you are bringing in a better version of Claypool, who you just got rid of.
Yep.
And you're bringing in a duplicate, in a way, of George Pickens.
Yeah.
But Mike Evans is 30-something years old and probably only going to plateau or get worse, whereas Pickens, he's going to elevate. You got two of the same receiver. So what are you going to do there? Yeah, it's either you get rid of Deontay or you put Deontay in the slot.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're putting Deontay in the slot, you're doing him a disservice because he could be a good outside receiver for you.
And you don't want to pay $18 million for just a slot receiver.
No,
like that's because he's gonna come off the field essentially, right? Because we're saying we're not taking Pickens off because Pickens, we think he takes this second year jump. All world, we know who he is. You're not gonna take Mike Evans off the field if you go out here and get him. So it's Deontay. He's the third guy that would come off essentially. That just financially just is crazy when that's 18 on the sideline. No pun intended. Just like the money part. Yeah.
Plus, no. Plus Mike Evans' financial situation too. I did some of the numbers earlier. If we were to trade him, this is the whole post-June 1st, pre-June 1st type of thing. Let's just say it goes to the post-June 1st thing. Because I don't know, can you mark a trade for a future date? I don't know.
I've never. Well, no. I've seen with the trades where teams have agreed upon the trade, but the trade wasn't finalized until the new league year. But I'm not too familiar with the teams agree on the trade and it doesn't go until post-June. Most of the time, like if it's a trade that happens right now, I think when Stafford got traded 2 years ago. Happened during this time of year, and it was like, hey, the trade was done, but it still became official once the new year started, and that's when everybody was, the headline came out, this guy was officially traded. But we was like, well, we already knew this because this one was like technically agreed upon. So outside of that, I don't think I've ever heard of it being like, hey, we're gonna earmark your trade to June and just hold on for that one. I don't think I've heard that one.
Because there is a big difference between the two. The post-June 1st,
the money is
whatever team would be trading for him would have to have a $14 million cap hit with Mike Evans. And there's voidable years on his contract. We would have a $7 million dead cap with him not being on the roster. The contract would be expired. So that's $21 million in a cap hit right there over 2 years with Evans. And one of the years you're not even going to have him.
Yes.
If you make the trade now, it's only like a $2 million cap hit. But I'm assuming if you have to make the trade now and the Bucs are willing to do that, you got to give up a decent amount of draft compensation then. For the Bucs to just eat, it's like $21 or $20 million in dead cap. You'd probably have to trade a high pick, like a third round or higher at least.
Facts.
I don't think we should do that if you're the Steelers, and I don't think you should take on a $14 million cap hit for Mike Evans this year either. If he's going to be wide receiver 3.
Mike, and at his age, I'm with you on that. Absolutely.